Today we are going to reveal one shocking news that may blow your socks away from your feet. Serious? Jokes aside. In passing, if you have the money, it is an excellent idea to buy another home in an upscale neighborhood. Or just acquire a new condo to rent to tenants. Just to collect rents from occupants. A form of super cash cow income. Trust me, you can almost do no wrong if you do your proper research first before buying. Welcome to JNSF blog, where all future super sales and marketing professionals meet. I must declare it good that we meet again. Agree or not? Now the shocking news. You like it or not, blockchain applications are here to disrupt the real estate industry for good or bad. Your take? This technology is able to share ideas, and they have the ability give and take vital info to interested parties. Moreover, its application can update listing in real time and enable with smoother communications with clients, agents, and banks. In truth, this beats the buying process for all involved. Period. Hold your horses. Before we delve into this week's bulletin, do allow me to introduce myself as Madam Sophia, the virtual assistant to CTM Joseph, your sales and marketing e-coach and mentor. Without wasting any more time, let's dive into this week's news. Yes? Code red. Code red. Code red. Keeping the price of building material in check. Believe it or not, in high desperation, developers request the HOC, Home Ownership Campaign, to continue by the federal government. Kuala Lumpur, rising building material prices can pose challenges to the recovery of the property sector in Malaysia this year. According to experts, house prices may go up as a result of costlier building material prices, as developers, due to uncertainties such as the Omicron variant, persistent high overhang units, labor shortages, and increasing building material prices, said Socioeconomic Research Center Executive Director Lee Hongyi yesterday. Lee was speaking at the panel discussion at the annual CEO Series conference organized by the Real Estate and Housing Developers Association Malaysia, REHDA, Institute. He expects the property sector to be supported by the country's economic recovery. Lee has forecast the economy to grow 5.2% in 2022 compared with 3.4% in 2021. Ma Sing Group BHD Chief Executive Officer Datuk Ho Han Sang, who was among the panelists at the event, said he hoped the government would extend the Home Ownership Campaign, HOC. He said under the HOC, the property sector saw more than RM90 billion in sales over the last 2 years. The HOC is something we need to continue, as the property sector is still faced with uncertainties, such as the emergence of a new COVID-19 variant. We are still in the stage of recovery. During the Movement Control Order, MCO, we lost 5 to 6 months of sales. We need to compensate for the time lost during the implementation of the MCO, he said at the panel discussion. REHDA Deputy President Datuk N.K. Tong said the agency had submitted a request to the government to extend the HOC. We want to thank the government for actually extending it from the end of May last year to the end of December. According to NG, among the challenges faced by the real estate and property development industry were the rising cost of building a material, an increase in labor costs affecting project cash flow planning, as well as the MCO that had temporarily halted construction work. As the real estate and property development sector is already in a cost-push inflation market, further cost increases cannot be absorbed by the market, as prices have been fixed beforehand. A lackluster market dictates no further room for price increases, while margins are already squeezed and continue to be eroded. Hence, government intervention may be necessary to ease the cost pressure on the real estate and property development industry to ensure that house prices remain stable, he said. In addition, NG suggested the country relook at expanding its Malaysia My Second Home or M2H scheme to spur the property market. An expansion of such schemes could also encourage international business migration into the country and attract more businesses and talents compared to a purely retirement program, he said. However, in the interim, as you know, there was an MCO period of 5 months. Showrooms were closed. While there were some sales online, I think we missed the opportunity as well. So, we have written to the government, but we have yet to hear from them, he told reporters on the sidelines of the conference. REHDA Institute Chairman Datuk Jeffrey NG said increases in material costs had impacted the cost of doing business, which has resulted in a 13% to 20% hike in construction costs. For instance, the price of mild steel surged by 41% and sand has risen 20% since October 2020, he said during his keynote speech. End of breaking news, extracted and modified from open printed sources. Dated January 23, 2022. By the way, are you pleased with this week's bulletin? I hope you do. As for myself, it is very inspiring. You ask why? These facts and figures show these concerned developers are willing to find ways and means to sustain the property market. They are requesting all involved parties, including the government, to assist the big and small developers to make Malaysia property market great again. In truth, together we can certainly help each other and our country to progress even during the MCO, COVID-19, and other difficult periods like the recent disastrous floods. Get my drift? P.S. Please give us a thumbs up. Also do subscribe to our channel, so you would not miss out any of our practical and useful video clips. We need your feedbacks to help us to help yourself. Fair enough? Hope to meet you all again with more news and views. Goodbye for now and thanks a million.
Thank you, Madam Sophia, for allowing me to share the other half of this week's bulletin. In case you don't know me, my name is Madam Florence, another virtual assistant to CTM Joseph NG, your sales and marketing e-coach and e-mentor. Without further ado, here is a fully and 100% free chapter. With no strings attached. Alright. Chapter 21, Conclusion for Book, How to Close Every Sale Every Time. Quote, in this sales profession, no one limits your income but you. There are no income ceilings. Tom Hopkins, author of a bestseller book, How to Master the Art of Selling. Believe me, this final chapter of book on how to close every sale every time may be the last. But before we part company, may I share with you of my own personal life in selling with you long before I could master the art of closing. Trust me, it is no bed of roses. In fact, I started off as a low-paying semi-government clerk. I was pen pushing for several years before I finally got into part-time commission sales. Just peddling items from door to door. I started with little education, no skills, no friends, no money, no opportunities, and no contacts. However, the only opportunity of learning about sales came from observing salespeople who have sold me many products and service when I was struggling to better myself. From that limited beginning, by learning and practicing the ideas I've written about in this book. Starting from a part-time direct salesperson to sales manager and then to a marketing manager. Truly, I've been able to go from the bottom of a part-timer to a full-fledged sales professional. In truth, I've worked with all levels of sales personnel and move all the way to the top. I have been able to move from cheap budget hotels to a beautiful condo on a golf course. I've gone from eating in cheap food stalls to dining in the finest restaurants in the world. And so can you. I don't consider myself to be a great salesman. I have met men and women who could sell circles around me. But I am a professional salesman. In the long run, I have been able to outperform and outsell virtually every salesperson I've ever met and many I've never seen, because I have followed a logical process of professional selling, as described in this book. You don't have to be a super salesperson and leap tall buildings with a single bound. But you do have to take your profession seriously and study it as a doctor or lawyer would study his or her profession. However, you do have to be attentive to the details, because you are talking closing the sale of your products or services that affect other people's lives. You have to work on yourself as hard as you work on your craft. You have to study, learn, and grow on a daily basis. You have to accept that all the steps on selling counts, including closing the sale. You have to commit yourself to becoming one of the finest salespeople of your generation. And when you do all this, the future that lies before you will be virtually unlimited. There has never been a time or place in all of history where an excellent salesperson could live a finer life than he or she can, right now, right here, in our economic system. There are no limits to how far or how high you can go in the profession of sales. As you become better, you will sell to more and better customers. You will be paid more and more. You will earn the respect and esteem of the people around you. You will take complete control of your own life and your own destiny. You will be able to take charge of everything that happens to you. You will be able to achieve levels of financial independence, success, satisfaction, joy, and self-fulfillment greater than you could ever imagine. Make no mistake, nothing can make you a defeated sales profession now or in the future. Hence, be motivated when you feel that your sales competitor is eating into your market share. The words of a Chinese warrior Sun Tzu has words to drive out this fear. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. I look forward to hearing from you, or seeing you personally at my e-seminars. In the meantime, don't just have a good day, go out there and make it a good day. Good luck. P.S. Here is a goodbye gift from me to you, a hand-picked YouTube video clip. Web links. End of chapter 21. By the way, did you find this book's chapters, conclusion, very revealing? In truth, it is very motivating and convincing, especially towards our evergreen and oldest profession. Agree or not? Come to think of it, we know it is a lengthy video, yet we want to congratulate you for watching this clip up to now. Make no mistakes, we are committed to your growth, self-development, and you get to choose us to be your partner in the long journey to your success in selling and marketing. Needless to say, since you have watched this clip up to now, you have earned more free bonus gifts of more free chapters of the book, How to Close Every and Every Time. This bonus chapter will be weekly awarded to you until the book's final chapter. Happy. P.S. By the way, did you find this book's chapters, conclusion, very revealing? In truth, it is very motivating and convincing, especially towards our evergreen and oldest profession. Agree or not? Come to think of it, we know it is a lengthy video, yet we want to congratulate you for watching this clip up to now. Make no mistakes, we are committed to your growth, self-development, and you get to choose us to be your partner in the long journey to your success in selling and marketing. Needless to say, since you have watched this clip up to now, you have earned more free bonus gifts of more free chapters of the book, How to Close Every and Every Time. This bonus chapter will be weekly awarded to you until the book's final chapter. Happy. P.S. Thank you for watching this video. Also, it is worth noting in the comments section there are other professionals like you with same goals and aspirations striving to become better professional. And that is why we are eager to know which a part of this conclusion you treasure most. Hoping you will share with us so that we can help each other grow faster and stronger. Least you forget these sharing will continue in the Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course in our club's president email, josephsing@gmail.com. Alright. Thank you again. We hope to meet you again next week. Goodbye and best wishes. From me, Madam Florence, Madam Sophia, and CTM Joseph.